It is my plan on this another nice bright morning to paint by brush this hull. Now, one of the viewers had mentioned that he had thought that I had possibly missed part of the bow on one of the other hulls, so I'm going to have to check that out. I really appreciate it when people draw my attention to stuff like that, because I don't notice everything. I should, but I don't. Anyway, yeah. Now, once again, this morning's sunrise was nice. I'm probably going to time-lapse this one, stick it at the end of the video, and once again, I'm not going to belabor the point. Okay, let's get going here and see what we can do. Okay, we got our hulls removed from our little pedestals here, except for this one, because this is the one that I want to paint with a brush. And the plan is we're going to take a look at the bow sections. Actually, look at the whole thing. Let's put it on my turntable here and spin it around. These things here, I'm going to save these. These were handy. Now this is basically the D sprue. So let's hang on to these. Okay, now I don't want to overexpose these hulls, because if I do, it's all going to look washed out. That looks alright, I think. No, it wasn't alright, and I'm sure you spotted it. Yeah, it had a little bit of a blemish on the bow there. I didn't see it at the time, but I did see it later. It might be a little bit faint there. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do the remaining boats here. Here's one of the smaller ones. Now this one looks like it might be a little bit. Yeah, I can see it looks a little bit faint right at the bow there. Just check the other side. Okay, like I say, I'm just going to go ahead and look at the rest now. Now I did find a couple that I'm going to have to touch up. This one right here, there's a little bit of a blemish right there. And there's another one. And I think what happened there is I must have bumped it against something when it was still wet. Yeah. Okay. So I found at least two that I'm going to have to touch up. Okay. I've just shaken this up in the paint shaker. It's brand new. It's never been opened. I put these two that need repair back on pedestals. And yeah. Now, are you going to make a fool out of me? I'm going to have to get vice grips to... Oh no, there we go. Okay, Kevin, are you watching? There, I put it the right way this time. All right. I did not thin this out, obviously, because this is the first time I opened it. And for brushing, I'm not going to thin it out. I'm just going to, yeah, it looks pretty runny. Anyway, I'm not quite ready yet, so let's put the lid back on. Just a little bit here. And just recompose, because I want to be able to move in so that you can actually watch me mess this up. I think I'll do the repair jobs first. Now, looking at it up close, it's kind of hard to tell what happened there. Is that maybe a blemish in the plastic? Because if you notice it right there, just above the rub rail, or I guess under the rub rail because it's upside down, but you know what I mean. It looks like there's something there too. Anyway, we'll just see if we can get a little bit of number 19 on here. Now, I've probably got too much in my brush, but just I think probably once that dries, oh, you know, I should have just quit when I was ahead. Okay, let's quit. Okay, we'll check that out later, but you know, you can see that it's sort of, you know what, I should have maybe sanded it first. This whole build is full of shouldas. Okay, this is definitely a scrape. All right, I think that's going to level out a bit once it dries. A little earlier I went out and I checked the bird feeder. Now this is the first time I've actually looked down in it, and it's been in use now for going on about a week, right? And I was sort of curious as to how much of the seeds is the birds eating, and how much are they of the shells of the seed, you know, like the husks. Are they actually, you know, leaving back in the tray? And as near as I can tell, I'm not seeing any shells or husks. I think you call them husks. You know, I'm noticing I have to give myself a haircut pretty soon. Okay, here's the plan. I'm using the helping hands as a marker here. You should be able to see it in this camera's view. Just the point of it here. Now, the idea is that when I take our little boat here that needs to be painted, and if I hold it at the same level as this, and about 2 inches in, and keep mindful of that, we should be able to keep this in the field of view. Now, that's the plan. No promises. Okay, I was debating on whether I should use my little brush or one that's a little bit bigger. Now, I don't think I've ever used this size for painting anything. Now, maybe I should try it. This is a fairly large area. I might actually end up with less brush strokes if I was to use this. Let's just try it and see what happens. I guess if worst comes to worst, I can always soak this in Windex. And okay, enough talk here, and maybe I better put on my other glasses. Where are they? Be prepared, Boy Scouts motto. I'm not a Boy Scout anymore. Okay, here we go. Well, I can tell right now this is not going to be doing anywhere nearly as good a job as the airbrush would have. Okay, trying to get it under the gunnel there. Okay, I better not touch that side anymore. Alright, I think we'll let that dry. You know, it's starting to dry already. It might be a little bit thick there, but I'm afraid if I try to smooth it out, I'm gonna have it sort of clump on me, if you know what I mean. I think once this dries, it's probably gonna be alright. Well, we'll give it a close look with the macro lens. Oh, I meant to tell you, I reached a bit of a milestone today in my diet, that is. And the milestone is this. This morning, for the first time, I can honestly say that I have lost just over 100 pounds. Yeah, it's only ounces over 100 pounds, but it's still, I can honestly say that. So I'm almost at my goal, but I'm not going to get to my goal at the time I had hoped for. But that's all right. It's still going down, ounce by ounce now. Okay, you know, what do we got here? 2:07. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I get a coffee visitor. Today is Friday, and I'm going to be, got a lot of editing to do yet, so I'm going to say thanks for watching, everybody, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, stay tuned for the sunrise.